Well, we made it to Facebook and YouTube. Are you guys ready for this?
We are ready.
Listen, if you are tuning in right now, we're here. We don't normally have our staff meeting up here on stage, but we wanted to do something special for Easter. There's so much going on with Easter. And so if you are tuning in, do you guys like Easter? I mean, are y'all excited for Easter? How are you feeling about it?
Big fan of Easter.
I do like Easter.
So I have a couple questions. I'm going to have them put in the comments. And what I'd love for you to let us know, and we can follow along here, is what is the best Easter candy? That could be controversial.
Yes.
I know what mine is. What do you guys think?
The peanut butter eggs, by far. It's like, that's way better than jelly beans. Or what is the...
That's a Reese's egg, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know if peanut butter egg was a different
Is there
thing.
another peanut butter egg?
Not that I know of.
I was going to say, that's...
There's like an egg, like a Cadbury egg.
Yeah, but that's not
But
peanut butter.
I think they might have a peanut butter one too. But
Well, if they have a peanut butter one, I would try it. But that's better than the marshmallow
Oh, Peeps.
Peeps.
Those
yeah.
are diabolical.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to anyone.
I'll
that
be
loves
honest.
Peeps.
I will eat
They are
them.
not
I will
good.
eat any candy, but it's not my favorite.
The best thing to do with a peep is put it in the microwave and watch it swell up, and it like.
You're just giving all these
That
kids
is-
an idea like that.
Yeah,
You're a bad
That
influence.
is.
Go have fun.
That's the only thing to do with a Peep is destroy it.
They're not
by
that
eating
bad.
No.
by eating
Microwave
the
it.
Peep. I
let it
really like
explode, and then
Peeps.
throw it away.
I love the Reese eggs.
Yeah.
But I'm not a huge fan of regular Reese's. Unless they're I like the minis, but I don't know why. It's like eggs or the all the different shapes they have at the
Christmas
holidays.
trees.
I love, but yeah, the trees.
Well,
You
that's
know,
because
it is the same
there's
thing.
more
They're
peanut
different,
butter in
different
those.
shapes.
It's
But
the
they're-
ratio.
I think they're different.
Yeah.
Anyway, put in the comments what you think what is your favorite Easter candy? What's the best Easter candy out there? And then also, we've been going through a sermon series called The Games of Life. Did I say that right?
Yes.
The Games of Life. And yesterday, Pastor Tony did the sermon on Jenga.
Yep.
And what was the one before that?
Chess.
Chess.
Every person matters. No one's a pawn. Every person matters.
So we want to have a way for you to win those games today. So if you're tuning in, if you're the select awesome few that are on here today, if you can put in the comments, I'm inviting someone to Easter. We all need to be inviting. If you can put that in the comments, I'm inviting someone to Easter. The first two to comment, we're going to give away those games to them. So the first one will get chess. The second one will get... What?
We don't count.
Huh?
No.
Are you? Every person matters.
Every person.
You-
Even the pastor. The pastor should get a chance to win the game.
And some of you are going to be waiting to comment second because you don't want chess, but someone's going to have to take the plunge. And
Chess is a
comment
classic.
First.
And now we have this spiritual lesson that goes along with it.
Do you actually play chess? I mean,
I would play chess. It's not my go-to favorite game, but I definitely.
I
would
heard
play
you're
chess.
good at giant chess. That's
I
where
did,
you're
yeah.
much better at than like
I
the
can't
regular
remember when
chess.
me and Logan did that. Who won?
The
but
ratios
yes.
are different.
Yes, that's true. It's like the Easter eggs.
All right. So please comment. Ask us a question while we're on here today. But to have some fun together, we're going to play a game. I've got a
Okay.
game prepared for you guys. And so this is all about defining moments. I have this awesome Easter basket. This is not mine. It's my son Graham's from years ago. It has his name on it. And so what we're going to do is each one of you are going to pick an egg. And inside that egg is a question you have to answer for our audience watching here today. And some of them might be funny. Some of them might be very heartfelt. So we'll get to know us a little bit better and some of your defining moments. So Pastor Tony, you're the lead pastor.
All
So
right,
go
so
ahead and
I'm
lead the
first.
way on this.
Man. All right, here we go. Man, this is big. If you could go back in time and change one awkward moment in your life, what would it be? Oh my goodness.
I'm so glad
so
that's the
excited.
first one you got.
How do I narrow it down? Oh man, I have so many. Okay, one of the worst ones. I'm not really good at reading, and especially when I'm nervous and things like that. And I was at this event where I had to be in front of the news. And the last minute they came up and said, hey, while you're up there, would you mind reading this as well? And so I got up there and didn't even have a chance to look through it. And I stumbled through the whole thing with 6 news cameras on my face. And I was turning red and couldn't wait for it to be over. That's one I will never forget for the rest of my life.
Is that video online
Columbus,
somewhere?
Ohio, because it was on the news.
Is that video online somewhere?
I played the fifth. There's not a chance I want people to go look for it. It was horrible. I was ready for my part of it, but when they said, while you're up there, would you mind reading this? I was like, oh, wasn't ready. So it was definitely an awkward moment.
Pastor Bryce, you're up.
All right. He's going to get a fun one. I get this serious thing. No, it wasn't for you.
Yeah, it's fun for us. What's the worst financial decision you've ever made?
That's kind of deep.
I think I might make some people mad here. I bought a Ford.
Oh.
I bought a Ford.
Wow.
Never gonna buy a Ford again unless I need a really big truck.
Now the comments are going to blow up.
Yeah. Now they'll start coming in.
Was
and
something
I'm
wrong
not
with your
gonna buy a
Ford? What happened?
Oh, it's just terrible. It just didn't do anything. It was a little Ford Fiesta. The AC didn't work. It overheated if I stopped moving. Just all sorts of issues.
If a grown man buys a car that's it's named Fiesta, yeah, it's probably your fault.
Hey, yeah, fair enough. Again, that was probably the worst financial decision.
Oh, this could be good.
Okay. Mine's going to be all spiritual. Oh, okay. If you could travel and observe any defining moment in history, what would it be and why?
That's deep.
That is deep.
That might be the deepest, most thoughtful question. There are some that are really meaningful about your life, but that's
Can I pick
kind
again?
of crazy.
No, that's a good one.
Okay, if you could travel, observe any defining moment in history, there's a lot. I would probably.
There's a whole history's worth.
I was going to say.
I would say the signing of the Declaration of Independence and all that, us becoming our own country. I don't know.
It's very patriotic.
Nice.
Not the
Nice.
resurrection of Jesus.
Well-
or
The history buffs will appreciate that.
Do you want to take it back?
No, that was a good one. That was a good one. Very patriotic.
This is my weekly.
Okay, here we go. What's the defining moment that made you the person you are today? See, you were close. Well, I guess there are lots of directions that I could go with that, but I would say that the thing that has had the most impact on my life and who I am today was the decision to put my faith in Christ. And that was when I was 8 years old, and I had heard the gospel. I grew up in church, but that is when I truly understood it. And so that definitely has been what has set the course for the rest of my life. So, yeah, my decision to put my faith in Christ at 8 years old. And the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Remembering that has been those two things.
That was great.
Sorry.
That was great. Thanks for sharing. All right, my turn here. Let's see what we got. I'll get the bright pink egg. Let's see what's in here. Oh, my. Oh, boy. Who wrote these questions?
You
Anyway?
did.
What was your most embarrassing fashion choice moment growing up? I didn't really have any kind of fashion. I was not fashionable. So I'm in the middle of helping plan a 20-year high school reunion, and somebody posted online our senior photos.
Oh.
And I have this I have like bangs. Like my hair like hangs down in front of my head. It looks so weird. And but you're not in the group, so you can't see it.
No.
And I won't be sharing it because it is.
I think it
should
it's
get
an
posted in the comments.
I was
embarrassing
gonna say, I
this
think, I think
video.
we could find it. But
I think
Trisha, can
it's not
you please post that picture?
if we can get 10 people to ask for it in the comments, Chris is saying he will post it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So let's bring this in though. Defining moments theme. So let's open up to everybody. What does defining moments mean to you? This is our theme for Easter, but
Yeah.
when we have that theme, what is coming to mind for you on defining moments?
Like the definition type? I would say a moment in your life that changes the course forever. Like from that moment, the decision, it changes your life forever.
Yeah, it's a redirection. So when I was going through this and writing this message that led to this, I was thinking about how many impactful moments that we have. You know what I'm saying? Just different things that happen. But defining moments literally just change the direction of your life. I mean, it literally is life-altering. And so I don't know. I think it will resonate with a lot of people when we start connecting the dots. How Easter is more than just a holiday. That's the thing. It's just if we can have people understand that it had changed everything. And when people are looking for life change, man, Easter is that moment that not just Easter Sunday, but what it represents and what Jesus Christ did for us. And so.
So can you tell kind of the behind the scenes of like
Sure.
how this name was chosen and how you came up with this, and where's the service going that like people are gonna get this defining moment? How they're gonna see that? What's it look like?
Well, when we do things like this, I'm a very visual person. I like preaching with illustrations, hence all the games and stuff like that. I like connecting the dots and stuff like that when we do this. And I was just trying to look at Easter from a perspective of helping people understand. And as I was doing that, I just started thinking about how really Easter is not just a defining moment, but going all the way back to the cross. When we meet Jesus today, but back at the cross, our sin met Jesus. So it's the defining moment for us of Easter started over 2,000 years ago when Jesus died on the cross. And the verses that say, I was buried, I died with him, I was buried with him, I'm alive in Christ and everything like that. And then I started thinking about the modern day. Today, we encounter the cross through messages, through times like Easter. Like a lot of people maybe not even fully understand the concept of what Easter is about. And so that's a defining moment. But man, then it got real about when we go forward in time and we stand before God and we're judged whether we're lost or saved. That is a defining moment in the future that will literally change eternity. And so as I was going through there, I was thinking about like encounters with God or encounters in time and just all these different things. And then we were having a staff meeting and stuff like that. I said, I just want people to understand the importance of these defining moments. And then as the more we talked about it, we were like, wait a minute, is that the title? And we ran with it and stuff. So, but I think this is different because it's not just the present. We're reaching back in the past and we're reaching into the future and explaining this defining moment that literally Easter changed everything, past, present, and future.
Awesome. So can you give everybody that's watching just like a behind the scenes of how's the preparation going, and maybe what are they going to see on Sunday that's different than a normal Sunday? What's it going to look like?
So there's three main scenes of the defining moments, the drama that we're doing, and it's really, I like putting it like this. I'm still preaching my message for Easter. It's still an Easter message, but I'm doing it with our church family. We're going to visualize it and demonstrate it on the stage of what that looks like. And so this stage will be coming in back here, and it will kind of be the elevated scenes, kind of giving them glimpses into the past, present, and future of what that looks like. And so yesterday we had a practice, and we just walked through it and had the actors on the stage. And then today we will actually be building the physical stage. And then by Sunday, there will be a platform up here that will be where the crosses are, and a future scene and a present scene that will be up there. And so I'm excited because I think it's just going to paint this picture of what it is. And there's a lot more involved in it than that. There's a lot of background effects, things that are going to happen that will just help capture people's attention. Because I think this generation is very visual. You know, we're always on our phones. We have YouTube videos. If you're trying to fix something or figure out something like that, you can watch a video. We're visual people. Somebody to show you what it looks like or what it does. And that's what we're going to do with Easter. We're going to walk on the stage and just demonstrate and visualize what the Easter story is. And I get to do it with our church family. I don't have to do it alone. And it's fun. We have probably about 25 people involved that will be on the stage, and then stage crew and costume crew and stuff like that. It's not like we've done in the past. For anybody, it's not like the full story of Jesus and things like that. But I think that this is vitally important because we get to reach into some areas that we normally don't get to go with our Easter drama. So I'm excited. You guys know I'm excited. I'm like, the more I get into this and things, and there's special props that we're building in the back, and we're getting ready.
Awesome. And how can people get involved with Easter, maybe on that Sunday, or do you want to share about the like a friends and family? We're having the service before, when that is, and what your thoughts are about that?
So if you're watching, this will be on live on the 20th on Easter Sunday. And a lot of people will be able to see it. But let me just say, it is not the same to watch it online as it is to be in person. We all know that. And I challenge you, if you are living in another state or you live in Ohio or come to our fellowship, plan on being in church for Easter. Man, it is an important thing to be able to celebrate that with others. But the Sunday before we have Easter Sunday, we're going to open up our doors and do the full thing that we're doing for Easter on April 13th, Sunday night at 6 o'clock. And we're doing this for the fact that, first of all, we need to be able to do it in front of a live audience so that we're ready for Easter. And it will be the choir opening, it will be all the music and worship, it will be the whole thing. But then we're doing this so that people that go to other churches that would like to experience this, or you're working on Easter, or the schedule, or you're serving in other areas, you have an opportunity to do that. So, but that's a huge way to be involved. April 13th, 6 o'clock, friends and family. That's open to anybody and everybody. But don't do that so where you're skipping Easter. We want you here for Easter, so make Easter the priority. That's the goal.
Awesome. And there's going to be plenty of opportunity to serve on Easter. So if you're not serving on a team, if you don't have any plans for Easter Sunday, come see any one of us, and we have plenty that you could jump in and help with, and we'll have more announcements about that. But so I want to take a second and share some things with you all about the egg hunt and the pancake breakfast and how the planning's going for that. So we had a meeting about that yesterday, and the breakfast is going to be good. We are going to have pancakes and sausage. We're keeping it simple.
Sweet.
We can't afford the eggs yet. So we decided not to do eggs because it's just crazy. And maybe that would get a lot of people to come. If we, like I said, we're having egg, or we'll just give raw eggs out, like in the dozen. Maybe that'll get them to come. One thing really cool, while people are having the breakfast, we're going to have the Easter Bunny here, which is pretty cool. But the most cool thing about that is we're going to, as we take photos of the families with a professional photographer, we're going to post those later online. And those photos are going to become somewhat of an Easter advertisement in themselves.
Cool. To
spread the word, so that's really neat. And we also have, which the kids are going to love on that day, and your kids are going to love, we're having a petting zoo experience. We have some ponies coming. Bob and Shelley are bringing ponies. We have this whole thing where you can hold and interact with baby chickens. That'd be fun. And we've got Jerry in our church. He's bringing some lambs, like they're not even born yet, I don't think. They're like going to be born anytime.
Okay, I was like, how does that work?
Yeah.
They will
Unborn
be
lambs.
born by then.
Bringing lambs, but they're not born.
Unborn lambs.
Unborn lambs.
Ewes. He said he's going to bring some ewes, like he called them, like in the Bible. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, we're excited about that. And Pastor Bryce, we've got another way that everybody can just be encouraged to invite people. Can you talk about who's your one and all of that?
Yeah, so we're challenging everybody to have a one, a person that they're investing their time and energy and prayers heavily into. We've got this box here, and what we're asking you to do is that you would choose just one person that you're going to really be intentional about inviting to the Easter services. So it's not just and this isn't wrong, but it's not just the casual go through the drive-through, hand an Easter invitation. Like, it's somebody that you're putting some focused effort at. You're praying for them by name. You're having multiple conversations with them. You are intentionally going after them and saying, hey, you've got to come to Easter with me. And we're not limiting you to only one person. That's not the goal of this, but it is to help you have a more focused effort on who your one is, because we believe that there will be better results that come from it. So as you pick your one person, whoever it might be, if it's a neighbor, a coworker, a family member, whoever it is, we want to challenge you to write their name on a ping pong ball and drop it inside of this number one here that's out in the lobby. And it's just a cool visual representation of all the people that we're intentionally going after, inviting for Easter. We're praying for them by name, and we want to make a difference in their life. So who's your one? Think about who it should be, somebody that's in your life, in your circle of influence, your people, and invite them, try to get them to come for Easter so they can hear the good news of Jesus.
That's cool. There's a lot of names in there. Can you read any of the names, like the first names? I wonder.
I see Nate.
Derek.
Derek.
Nate.
I see Cohen, I think.
I saw somebody yesterday, it's toward the bottom, was Uncle Ben. So really cool that you guys are participating in this and praying for these folks. So pretty cool that we can do that.
It is so important that people understand the importance of the ask. Because a lot of times we put up the banner on the church and have the flyers and Facebook ads and all that other stuff, which is great. It gets the word out. But the stats prove that when people are personally asked, it like goes from like 2% to 90% odds that they're going to come to church. And I mean, there was a stat in the past that they said 9 out of 10 people, when they're personally asked to come to Easter, come. I mean, you can make it eternal. They could have a defining moment on that Sunday that would change their life just because you went out of your way to ask them. So who's your one?
Who's your one? Did you put a ball in? Yeah.
Not yet. I need to.
I know who my one is, actually,
Okay.
who my three are. We can do more than one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So who's your three?
I put in 2 so far.
So, but I'm doing that this
But
week.
we don't have to share our one right now. 'cause,
Right,
you
right.
know,
Yeah. They might be watching.
They
right
might be watching.
I'm coming for
Yeah,
you.
you need to come
Coming for
on
you.
Sunday. You're our one if you're watching this.
That's
we
right.
would love you to come. All right, so this coming Sunday, we're going to have invites. We're going to have all the tools that you need to invite people, so we can do that. We're going to wrap this up. Before we go into our last fun discussion here, we're going to have a rapid-fire Easter Q&A.
Ooh.
Be fun. I want to remind you, if you're watching, if you want a chance to win one of the games that were represented in the sermon, all you need to do is type in the comments, I'm inviting someone to Easter. I'm inviting someone to Easter. Type that in there, and the first 2 are going to win our past games. One is chess and one is Jenga, and we'll make sure we hold that for you. So please type that in the comments. And all right, you guys ready? We're going to do this rapid fire. Everybody has to answer all the way down the line the question. First thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
If you're watching, type your answer in the comments. And yeah, the Declaration of Independence is always the right answer. All right, here we go. Rapid fire Easter Q&A, as fast as whatever comes to your mind. We're just going to go down the line. Here we go. If you could only eat one Easter food forever, what would it be?
Easter food?
Peanut butter, eggs.
I don't know if I know what Easter food is, so I'm gonna go with.
It's not like
what
Thanksgiving.
don't people have like an Easter meal or something you get in a basket?
We have an Easter meal, but I
If you
feel
do
like
that.
it changes always. So I'm gonna go with like a steak.
All right, good. Rapid fire. Rapid
Steak, sorry,
fire.
steak.
Jelly beans.
The Easter eggs. Yeah, the
Reese eggs.
Yeah, Reese.
Yeah,
Reese
exactly.
eggs is mine too.
Rapid
Reese
fire.
eggs. We need to get some. We should
Yeah.
have some out here.
I'm the only one who did.
All right, next question.
I have jelly beans. in
What's
my
your go-to Easter outfit color?
Black.
I
Country
think
color.
pink.
You said pink?
I think so. Yeah. I think most times I've like.
Are you wearing pink this Easter?
I don't know. I haven't planned it out, but maybe now I feel
That
like
would
I
look
probably
really
have to.
good in your Ford Fiesta.
Pastor Tony.
Please share this moment.
Man. I think I'm just gonna leave.
Mine would be a baby blue or a mint green.
Purple.
They're going to edit this.
Let me pick a color out of here.
There's no editing.
Brown.
Pink. Yours is pink.
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 No, I don't have a pink shirt, actually.
got it. You
I will probably wear a blue shirt this Easter.
I would do
Light blue or dark blue?
Dark blue. Navy blue.
Interesting.
My wife says it brings out my eyes.
I'm the narrator in the play, so I can't wear bright colors or I can't. Anyways.
All right, this is rapid fire. Here
Oh,
we go.
yes.
These are not great questions for rapid fire. What's your favorite Easter memory from childhood? Favorite Easter memory?
My mom would get a basket and hide it in the house. We didn't just get baskets. We had to go find them. And I remember every Easter Sunday, we'd get up and run through the house trying to find our basket. And the resurrection of Jesus.
The Easter egg hunts and the resurrection of Jesus.
Finding my basket, having the trail of eggs from my room to the basket, and,
And
the
the
resurrection.
And the Declaration of
Independence.
Independence.
This is supposed to be from our lives. How old are you guys? You were not there. We used to spend, especially when all the family lived in that state in the north, Michigan, that many people online will love to hear. But when a lot of us lived there, we spent a lot of time together on holidays. But Easter was one of them, where we would be in church together, and then we would have a meal together. So that was always a great memory.
All right, favorite Easter memory from childhood. For me, we definitely got baskets. We did Easter baskets. My mom would always go, and she'd have a whole bunch of stuff for us, so that was pretty cool. This is totally unrelated, but I thought about this. This isn't from childhood, but from here, favorite Easter memory? Maybe we could do that. I'm going to add that in.
Okay.
I just really enjoyed, we would have a meeting for first impressions on Easter, and I would read the Easter story. And for whatever reason, that was super exciting. It would kind of pump everybody up for just the occasion and what the day was. So rapid fire, let's go back. Favorite Easter memory at FBC?
So leading up to COVID, the weeks there, we had one of the biggest Easter plays we were ever going to do. It was called Jesus. And we went all in, and we had a deacons meeting. I had to walk out of the deacons meeting, walk into practice, and tell them that Easter was canceled this year. The play was canceled. And it was devastating. So we put it on pause. We put everything away. We brought it back a year later, a year and a half, not a year and a half, but 2 years later, whatever it was. And it ended up being one of the most incredible God moment experiences I've ever had as a church. People being saved, people coming and stuff like that. And it was just cool because God said, it's not like he was shutting it down. He just said, wait. And then God brought it back and did something epic with it. And we made the front page of the Columbus Dispatch for coming out and doing that and everything. It was awesome.
Same year, I believe. And that was the first time I had been a part of any of the Easter dramas here at FBC, because the first Easter here was COVID year. So I remember being right over in that corner over there, and I was backstage. I think I was doing stage crew stuff, and I remember being back there, and Brent Matheny was back there too, and it was during the invitation, and I remember Brent in full Centurion Guard, outfit. He took his helmet off and he kneeled down. He had his hand on his helmet and he was praying for the people who were out here who were hearing the gospel. And I just remember that visual, because I could just barely see over the set, and I could see all the people, and I could see Brent there praying as a Roman soldier.
That's cool.
And just that moment was oh man, it was just really, really cool.
Mine was one of the years we had the choir, and I sing in the choir, and we were at practice, and it was like a friends and family practice we had. And I remember sitting right over here, I won't mention names, but there was a young man, and you could just see the total conviction on his life. And he came down and got saved, and that was worth it all the hours and everything. And so that was pretty cool.
Well, last Easter was our first Easter. We came, I mean, when our family first went through the process of like candidating and things, we were here the week before Easter, but it wasn't until the summer of 23 that we came. So last Easter was our first Easter here. And Easter was always such a important part for our family growing up. And I mentioned that when we were all in Michigan, we'd spend a lot of time together on Easter. But being together and worshiping and being part of what was happening was always an important thing for our family. So last year, being here for the first time in Easter, it signified obviously a big change in our lives, but it was really cool to be able to share that with our kids and to be able to kind of, for us, it was sort of it was the mark of the kind of a new era in our lives, and we're just incredibly grateful for God's blessings, for bringing us here. And now it's exciting to get to be a part of really a full drama, you know, because last year being in the with the transition and the renovations, to get to be a part of a full drama and get to see it in action, we're really excited about that. But yeah, that was what was special for us last year.
Awesome. That was a very meaningful discussion right there. Yeah.
That's good.
So we're going to wrap this up with one more rapid-fire question. This is definitely on the lighthearted side. Starting with Pastor Tony, if you had to dress up in a full Easter Bunny costume for a day, where would you go first? This has no meaning on life, but please.
I would
let
go
us
to
know.
Children's Hospital and encourage the kids. Yeah.
Just you can't drop your microphone, but that was pretty good.
Yeah. The Easter
That'd be cool.
Bunny costume has a lot of significance in our family. Like, never mind. When Logan came home from the hospital, Jordan dressed up like an Easter. Anyways, it's a weird story. It was just trying to be funny when he first came home and stuff like that and stuff. So it made us all laugh, and it was totally unexpected. And it was one of those moments that we remember for a long time, that Jordan went out of his way to be funny to encourage Logan and our family during a really hard time. And it stuck with us and stuff. So I'd go to Children's Hospital and encourage the kids.
That's cool.
I think I would go home first and see my kids. However, I do remember last year at Easter coming to the pancake breakfast and stuff, and the Easter Bunny was there. Carol was terrified. So it may be a bad option, but that's probably where I'd go first, is go home.
I would probably go to Disney World. Because I would probably fit in, because everybody dresses up, but my bunny ears would probably look more like mouse ears.
Same as Bryce. I would go home first because my kids would think it's hilarious. And then after that, I'm not sure where I would go. I'd probably just come here and work in the all day in the costume.
That would
Is
be
that
awesome.
a challenge?
So, yeah,
Is that a
would be
challenge?
it. Yeah.
We'll have the suit soon, so
Let's make it
We'll
happen.
see.
Announcements on Sunday.
I would probably go to a mall, particularly in the Philippines. We were on the missions trip a couple years ago in the Philippines, and we were dressed up because of our VBS skit as Mario and Luigi. And we were surrounded by people, and it was crazy. And they were all wanting to get pictures with us. And there was this group of dogs, these dogs wearing diapers. I'm not kidding.
I have never
dogs.
felt like a celebrity in my life, except for that experience. It was, yeah, beyond explanation. It was so
a
wild.
crowd of people. Just picture this crowd of people, and then all of these the fluffiest, most well-groomed
Wearing
dogs
diapers.
in diapers.
Okay.
And they were getting pictures with us, the dogs. Well, we were getting pictures with them.
That's
I
fun.
was going to
Richard,
say,
do you have that
the
picture
dogs
you
were
can
not like.
post?
Awesome. Well, I will share. We have 2 winners of the games. So
Sweet.
we have participants today.
Okay.
We're not just talking to the
We'll
empty
have them
auditorium.
ready on Sunday. Who is it?
So one, Kathy Blankenship. That's my mom. Mom, you have to come to church on Sunday. You have to come to church. I'm speaking on Sunday too, so maybe you should come down and visit me. My mom is watching on YouTube, and then Leanne Funston. Leanne Funston is our other winner for the game.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a great day. And we're just really excited for Easter. So please share this video. It'd be great to get the word out on all that's going on. Pastor Tony, anything else you want to tell everybody before we sign off here?
Just be ready to invite, that is online, in person, the cards, all the things, and engage in the things that we're doing, Easter egg hunt, be involved in these things. When we're looking for people to help with prayer team, greeters, all that other stuff, be ready to jump in, and then make sure you're coming to Easter, make sure you're inviting your 1 or your 50 to come with you.
Awesome. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good week.